Alright, just going to start this video off kind of displaying how I carry on the weekends. Just everything that I outlined in my EDC video. So starting off, got the gun right here. This is how I carry it. Yeah, if you're looking right here, if you're staring right here, yeah, you're going to see a little bit of printing. But to your average layperson, they're not looking at this part of my body generally. And so I'm not really worried about it, and even if they do see something, there's nothing to say that it isn't, something like that, But anyways, so they got the gun right here. So you might be saying, why you got a Leatherman pouch and a Leatherman reload. Leatherman knife, flashlight, and I think that's everything. So as you can see, yeah, I really carry this stuff. The only thing that changes is during the week that pistol goes into ankle holster. Other than that, pretty much remains the same. So this week, I just kind of want to talk about reasons not to carry. And that may surprise you. Some of you guys who know me know I am a huge advocate of the Second Amendment, huge advocate of protecting yourself, protecting your own, taking care of yourself. That's what this whole channel is about. Not just in the whole self-defense aspect of life, but also in every aspect. Kind of a do-it-yourself mentality. And this is just one part of it. It's a part that I really enjoy talking about. It's a part I enjoy practicing. But it is just a small part of that whole mindset. So it might surprise you whenever I say some of you don't need to be carrying a gun. And I'm not trying to be mean about that, but there's what I've come up with is 3 criteria that you need to meet if you want to carry a firearm. Number 1, and this is most important I think, is you need to be proficient with that firearm. Okay, so I think the established distance that you need, that you absolutely must be proficient with a firearm, is about 21 feet. That is mandatory. 21 feet is 7 yards. Okay, that's not that far. And if you have a firearm that is easy to master, you can get that down in about 30 minutes. Okay, not that hard. But if you aren't proficient, if you have a gun that is hard to shoot, you shouldn't be carrying it. Find a gun that you can shoot, and that goes into another video I did about the 1911 is, yeah, I hate carrying the 1911, but if that's the only thing I could hit with, I would make do. Fortunately, that's not the case, and I don't think that's the case for most people. But back on topic, so you need to be proficient. Number 2, you need to come to grips with the fact that if you're carrying a gun, there is a possibility, even though it's 1/1,000,000%, that you may have to kill somebody. And if you can't wrap your mind around that, you don't need to carry a gun. If you wouldn't be able to sleep at night, if that would give you PTSD or something crazy like that, you don't need to carry a gun. Okay? If you would freeze and not be able to pull the trigger and you're going to die with a gun in your hands, don't waste your $400 or $500 on a gun and just save your money. Alright, so we talked about the proficiency, we've talked about morality, and the last one I want to talk about is legality. Okay, this is not legal advice, but if you are not comfortable carrying in a place that maybe has a posted sign saying we don't want your guns in here, then you shouldn't carry. Have I in the past carried in places that had signs posted like that? Maybe, maybe not. If you're not comfortable doing that, don't. I would point out the fact to you, though, that most places that get shot up have signs like that. And, if you're one of those people who it would really bother if you ever broke a rule, yeah, don't carry a gun. I'm not telling anybody to carry who would violate their conscience. But yeah, so those are the three reasons you shouldn't carry. But let's flip that around. Okay, so if you are proficient with your gun and you have come to grips with being okay, I shouldn't say being okay, accepting the fact that you may have to take another human being's life in order to prevent the death of an innocent human being, and you are okay carrying almost anywhere, then you should carry a gun. Why should you carry a gun? Like I said, you're defending your life, you're defending the lives of people you love, and there may come a time when you may have to defend the lives of people you don't know. Now, I will say the reason I carry this gun, if I had to break it down in percentages, I'd say maybe 1% chance that I would ever use that gun to defend my own life. Why? Because I think the best defense, and I think this is, this would be echoed by many professionals, that your best defense is paying attention. Pay attention to people's around you, pay attention to body language, pay attention to your surroundings. And if you're not feeling comfortable, you need to get out of there. Just leave. That's your best defense. Now, there have been people in the past put into situations where they cannot extricate themselves out of that situation without having to back somebody off. And having a firearm allows you to do that, especially if there's multiple assailants or adversaries. Okay, so I would say then maybe like 51% or 50%, I should say, you carry to defend your family. It's easy for me to extricate myself, just one person, somebody, a young, healthy male. It's easy for me to get out of a situation that I may not feel comfortable with. But whenever I have a family to get out of a situation, it gives you more options. It allows you to handle a situation better. Okay? And then the last would be active shooter. Okay? You're in a situation, I work remotely, and I may be in a situation where, there's an active shooter. Am I the guy who's going to try to step up and be a hero? No. If there's a cop there, I'm going to stand back and let the cop do his job and, go on with my life. I have no interest in getting into legal, whether it's legal trouble or even being involved in the legal system. I have no interest in that. But if it's, a decision between, me being involved in the legal system or some innocent person dying, I'm going to put a bullet where it needs to go. Okay? So, I feel like I'm pretty proficient with my firearm. I feel like I have come to grips with the morality of taking a human life. And then the legality, I'm pretty comfortable carrying a gun almost anywhere. Now, has there been a time in my life where I haven't carried because of the law? Yes. When I was in the military, I did not carry on a military base because I didn't want to go to jail for the rest of my life for something like that. Now, was there risk in doing that? Yes, because I think Fort Hood shows that there was risk. There was a possibility that I could have died because of that. Voice cracking. Died because of that. However, the possibility of me going to jail for the rest of my life was much higher than me dying. So you just got to kind of weigh those consequences there. I'm not interested in committing a felony where I lose all my gun rights. I don't know. That's just me. Some people, maybe they're okay doing that, and that's okay. That honestly, I'm a constitutionalist, and I believe that it's your right to carry whenever, wherever. And I won't say a word if you carry whenever and wherever. It's just a decision I made. Now that I'm out of the military, I carry pretty much all the time. Even in my house, if the gun is not on me, it's generally a few steps away. If I'm cleaning a gun, so if I'm cleaning this gun, then I have another gun that's loaded close by. That's just how I am. And it's not because I'm a gun nut. It is a hobby of mine. I do enjoy it. It's one of my passions in life. But I also would hate to be the guy that dies with, you know, the frame in one hand, the slide in the other. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of silly. There's nothing wrong in being prepared for whatever may come. But back to the topic. If you choose to carry, if you choose not to carry, I hope you take these into consideration. It's definitely, hopefully it gives you food for thought. Maybe you haven't thought about it. Maybe you're just like, you know what? I should carry. Just because you feel like you should exercise every right you have. Well, you should no more exercise the Second Amendment right to, you know, bear an arm than you should just say whatever's on your mind just because you have the legal right to do so. Always use good judgment. If you don't have good judgment, don't do any of these things. If you don't have good judgment, don't carry a gun. If you're the kind of guy who likes to whip something out and show it to your friends and let them handle everything, you should just not carry a gun. Wait until you mature a little bit. My 2 cents, but I think a lot of people would agree with me. That being said, hopefully you got something out of this video. I know that these thoughts have been, you know, coursing through my head for the past week or so, and I just wanted to put this out here. I do want to let you know that in the next couple weeks I am hopefully going to be getting an online retail store set up so that I can better sell my holsters to you. I have been selling several locally just because it's logistically easier, but this is going to allow me to get holsters to some of you guys out west. I know I have several guys out in Texas, Arizona, California who have been asking me about these holsters, and I will do my best to get them to you. But just wait for the online store to get set up. That's going to involve me going to my bank. I bank with Navy Federal, and any of you guys who know that, they don't have a ton of locations out there, so I have to drive like an hour to get to a bank location so I can get everything set up. But with that being said, just be looking for that in the next couple weeks. I will put probably an Instagram photo out, maybe a Facebook post, letting you know the URL to get to the online store. And hopefully you guys can buy some good quality holsters. I'm really proud of what I've been making, and I know that you will enjoy one of my holsters if and when you buy one. Just so you know, the name of the company, or I should say the doing business as name, is Broken Arrow Holsters. And just be on the lookout for that. Like I said, good quality. I'm enjoying making them. I will say each one's going to be a little different. I'm doing this by hand. I'm doing it freehand, and you know it's not precise. I do fit it. I guess you could call it hand fitted. And you know, I make sure it conforms to the human body. It's not comfortable. It's not going to have jagged edges sticking into you. But like I said, if your buddy's is, you know, 4 1/4 inches wide and yours is 4 1/8, that's just how it came out. But it will be ergonomic. It will be comfortable. All right. Now that my shameless plug has been complete, this is Coopaloop 1802 signing off, and I will see you next week.